The 1950s and 1960s were a time of wild imagination in the automotive world. Concept cars from these decades weren't just about pushing the limits. They were about creating a futuristic vision of what cars could be. From jet-inspired designs to space-age technology, these cars embodied the optimism and innovation of the era. Today, we're counting down the coolest concept cars from the 50s and 60s, where fantasy met reality on four wheels. Buckle up as we dive into a world of chrome, fins, and bold ideas that shape the future of automotive design. Welcome to Legends of the Road. If you love concept cars and classic automotive history, hit that like button, subscribe to Legends of the Road, and turn on notifications so you never miss an episode packed with the coolest cars and designs from the past. Kicking off our list at number 10 is the 1956 Buick Centurion. This car was a glimpse into the future with its sleek aerodynamic design and bubble-top roof that looked straight out of a sci-fi movie. Buick equipped the Centurion with advanced features that were unheard of in the 50s, including a rear-view camera, a technology that wouldn't be mainstream for another half a century. Its bold red and white design and chrome accents made it look like it belonged in the Jetsons universe. Though it never made it to production, the Centurion remains an unforgettable concept car that represented the bold vision of mid-century America. At number 9, we have the 1955 Lincoln Futura. If this car looks familiar, it's because it was transformed later into the iconic Batmobile for the 60s Batman TV show. Built by the talented team at Lincoln, the Futura was designed to showcase what cars could look like in the future. Complete with a fish-inspired twin-bubble cockpit and extravagant tail fins, it's an engineering marvel of its time and became a pop culture icon, solidifying its place in history. Coming in at number 8 is the futuristic 1958 Ford Nucleon. Designed to run on a nuclear reactor instead of gasoline, this concept car was a reflection of the atomic age's fascination with nuclear power. The idea was that the Nucleon would have a small replaceable reactor powering it for thousands of miles before needing a refill. Though it never made it past the concept stage for obvious safety reasons, the Ford Nucleon captured the daring, futuristic thinking of the 1950s when anything seemed possible. At number 7, we have the 1963 Chevrolet Corvair Monza GT. Inspired by race cars, the Monza GT had a slick, low-slung design that looked like it was ready to dominate the track. Its mid-engine layout and gull-wing doors were revolutionary for the time, giving it a sporty, futuristic vibe that was far ahead of its peers. Though it was only a concept, its influence can still be seen in later Corvette designs and other performance cars. The Monza GT represented Chevrolet's bold attempt to blend race car performance with futuristic design. Next up at number 6 is the 1953 GM Firebird 1 XP21. Looking more like a jet fighter than a car, Firebird 1 was the world's first gas turbine-powered automobile. Built by General Motors, it featured a sleek aircraft-style fuselage and a canopy that covered the cockpit-like interior. Firebird 1 was designed as a prototype to test the viability of turbine engines in cars, and while it never made it to production, its unique design and technology made it an unforgettable piece of concept car history. At number 5 is the 1964 Ferrari 512S Modulo, a concept car that looks like it could have come straight out of a sci-fi movie. With its wedge-shaped body and sliding canopy roof, the Modulo was one of the most futuristic cars of its time. Ferrari built it to showcase the extreme aerodynamics and advanced engineering. It never went into production, but it left a lasting impression as one of the boldest designs ever produced by the legendary Italian automaker. At number 4 is the 1959 Cadillac Cyclone, a car that looked like it was ready for space travel. The Cyclone featured iconic rocket-inspired tail fins and a bubble top that could retract, adding to its futuristic appeal. But what really made it stand out was its radar-based crash avoidance system, an idea that would later become a foundation for modern safety. The Cadillac Cyclone was one of the most forward-thinking concept cars of its time, and its design still looks futuristic even by today's standards. Coming in at number 3 is the 1962 Ford Seattle-ite XXI, a car that was years ahead of its time in both design and technology. Featured at the World's Fair in Seattle, the Seattle-ite XXI was packed with futuristic features including modular components, interchangeable fuel cells, and advanced navigation systems. Ford's vision for this car was a vehicle that could be customized for different driving conditions, making one of the most flexible and forward-thinking concepts of the 60s. While it was too advanced for its time, the Seattle-ite XXI showed what the future of driving might one day look like. At number 2 is the 1969 Dodge Charger Daytona concept, a car designed with one purpose in mind: dominating NASCAR. With its massive rear wing and pointed nose cone, the Charger Daytona was built for speed. The design was so effective that it broke several speed records and became a staple on NASCAR tracks. While the production version made its mark on racing history, the original concept car showed just how far Dodge was willing to push the envelope in terms of performance and design. Topping our list at number 1 now is the stunning 1955 GM LaSalle II Roadster. This futuristic concept car looked more like a jet than a car, with its sleek, low-slung design tail fins and quad headlights. It was packed with advanced features including an all-aluminum V8 engine and independent suspension, making it not just a design masterpiece, but a technological marvel too. The LaSalle II never went into production, but its bold vision inspired many aspects of future automotive design. It's still regarded as one of the coolest concept cars ever created, embodying the spirit of innovation and style that defined the 1950s. That wraps up our countdown of the coolest concept cars from the 1950s and 1960s. Which one was your favorite? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss another incredible episode from Legends of the Road. Thanks for watching. Click here to subscribe and check out more amazing concept cars from automotive history.